Hey, what's going on, Forever Young Fitness family? Super excited to bring you today's Coach's Corner. It was sparked by a conversation with a potential client. Before we even got into the consultation, one of the first things she asked me is, or I should say one of the first things she said was, I gotta have my cheat day. And I want to do a little bit of a dive. I don't know if it's gonna be a deep dive, but I want to do a dive into why cheat days are holding you back from reaching your goals. So let's jump right into it. Stay with me. You're definitely going to enjoy this. Here we go. Now, so today is my cheat day. And first and foremost, when I'm doing a consultation, people have to understand that the coach, the personal trainer, anybody that you're interviewing with or you're doing your consultation with, they're filling you out just as much as you're filling them out, at least if they're in a good space. If they're just out for the money, they don't care what your goals are. They don't care what it is you're saying. They don't care what bad behaviors you're trying to keep alive by having a cheat day. And I'm going to go into details on what I mean by that. And what happens is they just sign you up because they just want the money, right? And that's not the approach we want to take. We want to reach our goals. So anytime I'm in a consultation, one of the main questions, one of my key questions is, how important are your goals to you on a scale of 1 being the lowest to 10, right? And then there's all the numbers in between. And each one of these numbers hold a value to me as a coach and a trainer. And if you're not coming in, if we're sitting down, we're having a serious consultation, you're telling me all of these great goals that you have set for yourself, but then you turn and tell me that any of your goals are 7 and under, I know immediately you are not the client for me. And why is that? Because at the end of the day, a cheat day only keeps alive and only feeds the bad behaviors that got you to the point where you are now. And the reason that you're sitting down having a consultation with me as a coach and a trainer. So if I'm not getting, the only reason I accept anything less than a 10 when I ask you how important your goals are to you, because there may be some confidence issues in there, right? So if you're an 8 or a 9 and I find out that you're just not 100% sure that you're able to achieve the goals in which you're setting for yourself, it is my job to coach you up to understand that the process is simpler, not easier, simpler than what you believe, and you are fully capable. So that's the only reason that I will accept a 9 or an 8. If there's anything, once you tell me your goals are 7, I start asking more questions, and more likely than not, I probably won't work with you because you're at a point in your fitness journey where you're not taking your goals serious, and you haven't started developing tunnel vision. You haven't started developing the relationship with the process and the hard work that comes along with it. Like you have to know in the back of your mind, in your heart of hearts, that anything worth having is going to take a little bit of elbow grease, right? That hard work. You're going to have to endure the process. But in enduring the process and looking forward to the challenges that come with it, you are going to begin to sculpt and mold your body into what it is that you see for yourself. So at the end of the day, I don't subscribe any of my people to a cheat day, if you will. Because if you take a day out where you're just going to eat anything and everything that you say you already have this mindset that I love pizza, I love flavor, I love seasoning, I love sweets. Like you have this love for all the things that are not good for you. And in order to get you to a healthier lifestyle, you have to begin to pull back from the things that are destroying you, that you have this love for, and start and start installing and start living according to where you want to be. So if you're someone who says over time, right, your long-term goal is I want to lose 50 pounds. If you want to lose 50 pounds, you're not going to do it by keeping the bad habits that got you to being overweight, right? Like you're overweight now, right? You're overweight. This is my Scrabble, right? This is my Scribble Scrabble. You're overweight. You're not where you want to be. You're not healthy. You have aches and pains. Your last doctor visit came with a possible need for medication, right? So now all the alarms in your life are going off that you're overweight and you have to lose 50 pounds. So a cheat day is not going to help you get to 50 pounds. However, what I do tell my clients is, anybody who is an 8, 9, or 10 in our consultation, I'm going to take you on. You can have a meal where you don't have to hold to your disciplines. You can have a meal where you're with your family, you guys are out and about, and you're saying, hey, my family's going to IHOP, and I'm going to have the sirloin tips and eggs. You know what? Have the sirloin tips and eggs, because out of the 6 days, right? There's 7 days in a week, right? There's 7 days in a week. There's 6 days, maybe 6.5, right? Because for most of the day 7, in which most people would refer to as a cheat day, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? So you being disciplined, do what you're supposed to do. One meal is not going to change the trajectory of the path in which you're traveling to get to your goals. One meal is not going to change that. One meal does not destroy your hard work for an entire week. All right? And I'm going to get into more details on this, but there's 168 hours in a 7-day work week. A 7-day week, right? What you're doing with the majority of your 168 hours is very important. And if most of it is on task, right? You've embodied the hard work. You're dedicated to the process. You've been disciplined all week. You built up the confidence that there's no challenge that's going to come that is going to deter you from the path in which you're walking. A meal in which you don't hold to your disciplines is not going to change anything. So for me, if you want to refer to that as cheating, I absolutely subscribe to that, right? Because you're going to be with friends and family. You're going to go out once in a while. So why not just enjoy? Why not understand what's out and about? And when you look at a restaurant menu, you understand what works best for your disciplines, right? It may not be exactly on par, but it's not you're not eating 2,500 calories in one sitting. You understand what I'm saying? So one meal is not going to change anything. But to have an entire day where all you do is indulge in the things that which have gotten you to this point are only destroying your health, only destroying your body, and it's not giving you any substance, right? It's not pushing you forward in any way, shape, or form. Why would you want to have an entire day of cheating? That concept to me is mind-blowing. Now, for people who have been in the business a long time, because I know there's going to be a lot of rebuttal, right? But. And guess what? People who have been doing this for years in and years out, and they say they have a cheat day, but they are in their top form, they are in excellent shape. Do not compare yourself to someone who has been doing this. Again, you're now comparing yourself to a professional, right? And you're just starting. You can't do what a professional does. Like, look, I can't get on the basketball court and do what Michael Jordan or LeBron James does. That's just a fact. I am not equipped. I'm 5'7". I'm not, like, you have to be real with yourself. Like, being honest with yourself, and that's where confidence comes from, right? In order to confide in yourself and keep your promises to yourself, you have to be honest with yourself too. Accept who you are and build on top of it. So I can't think of any one reason why you would want to have a full cheat day when you are just starting out your journey, or you're in the middle of your journey, or you're almost close to completing your journey. If it is not fueling your goals, if it's not fueling your drive to reach your goals, if it's not adding to your life for you to reach your goals, it should be obsolete to you. It should be non-existent. You have to start doing away with the things that have gotten you to where you are now. That is my Coach's Corner for the day. I am not going to continue to ramble on. I hope you enjoyed. As always, like, share, comment. Let's have a conversation, a dialogue. I am open to coaching you guys in the comments, so definitely leave a message. And until next time, keep God first. Make sure you are serviceable and fruitful to those around you. That is most important, because that'll also help fuel your goals. Hey, this is Coach Rob. Until next time, peace.